inside the Earth. Introduction. Our Earth is constantly undergoing changes, but it is just impossible to obtain information regarding the interior of the crust as temperatures are very high. The heat increases as we go deeper at the rate of 1 degree Celsius for every 30 to 35 meters of descent. We derive most of our facts from other related sources like the density of materials and the magnitude of the earthquake waves. The density of the rock material, its thickness and pressure also increase with depth. From the information obtained, the scientists have divided the Earth into three concentric layers of varying thickness known as the crust, the mantle, and the core. Structure of the Earth: crust or lithosphere. The crust is the outermost layer. Its thickness varies between 5 to 8 km under the ocean floors and 35 km under the continental masses. Silica Si and alumina Al are the main mineral constituents of the continental mass and it is called Cl. The oceanic crust is denser than the continental crust. The oceanic crust is called seama as it is made up of silica Si and magnesium Ma. The average density of the crust is 3.0 grams per cubic centimeter. Mantle or mesosphere. The mantle, which is the second layer, extends up to a depth of 2900 km below the crust. It is made up of dense and heavy materials such as iron Fe, magnesium Ma, and silica Si. It consists of two layers, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The average temperature of the upper mantle is 870 degrees Celsius and the rocks here are in semi-solid state. The average temperature of the lower mantle is about 2200 degrees Celsius and it is in a solid state. The average density of the mantle is 3.5 grams to 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Core or barysphere. The innermost layer is called the core. It has a thickness of about 3500 km. This too is divided into two layers, the outer core and the inner core. While the temperature of outer core is 2200 degrees Celsius, that of the inner core is 5000 degrees Celsius. This layer is called knife as its main components are nickel, Ni, and iron, Fe. The average density of the core is between 3.5 grams to 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter. The temperature increases at the rate of 1 degree Celsius for every 32 meters of depth. The temperature at the core being extremely high, the matter is in a molten state and is called magma. This red molten magma erupts from the interior of the earth through the volcanoes and is called lava. Recent studies have suggested that the inner core is actually found in a solid state due to the pressure of the above layers. Materials of the Earth's crust, rocks. All solid materials of the Earth's crust, whether hard or soft, that make up the Earth's crust are called rocks. They are of different composition, sizes, textures, and colors. Rocks are generally solid masses but also include loose materials such as sand and silt. They are made up of one or more minerals. They do not have a definite chemical composition. Minerals. Minerals are substances which occur in rocks. Their main characteristics are as follows. They have a definite chemical composition. Each mineral contains two or more simple substances called elements. They provide us metals and chemicals. They are non living solid substances. A rock in which a particular mineral is found in a large percentage is called an ore. Minerals are of great economic value and form the basis of modern developments. They are divided into metallic and non metallic minerals. Metallic minerals. These are metallic in form and found in igneous and metamorphic rocks. Examples of such rocks are iron, gold, silver, copper, lead, zinc, etc. Non metallic minerals. These minerals are associated with sedimentary rocks. Examples of these minerals are clay, sulfur, coal, petroleum, salt, etc. On the basis of their formation, the rocks are classified into three types: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous rocks. The term igneous is derived from the Latin word ignis, meaning fire. These rocks are formed by the cooling of the molten magma inside the Earth's crust or on the Earth's surface. The process takes thousands of years. When the molten lava comes on the Earth's surface and cools down rapidly on the crust, it forms extrusive igneous rocks. Such rocks have a very fine grained structure. When molten magma cools down deep inside the Earth's crust, the cooling process is slow and the rocks so formed have large grains. These are called intrusive igneous rocks. Chief characteristics. Igneous rocks are hard and compact. They are impervious rocks and do not contain the remains of animals or plants, fossils. They are termed as primary rocks because other types of rocks are formed from these rocks. Basalt, granite, dolerite, etc. are some of the examples of igneous rocks. Sedimentary rocks. Rocks are constantly broken down into smaller fragments and carried away by the wind, water, or ice and deposited either on the seabed or on land. These smaller particles are called sediments. These sediments are compressed, hardened, and cemented together to form layers of rocks called sedimentary rocks or stratified rocks. Sandstone and limestone are the two important examples of sedimentary rocks. These rocks are generally formed underwater. Chief characteristics: sedimentary rocks are made up of particles of various sizes and deposited in horizontal layers one over the other. These are softer than igneous rocks. These rocks contain fossils of plants and animals between layers or sediments. These rocks constitute 70% of all rocks found on the Earth's surface. All fossil fuels like coal and petroleum are found trapped in the layers of these rocks. Metamorphic rocks. Certain igneous and sedimentary rocks get changed due to excessive heat and pressure inside the earth and undergo a complete change in their form and characteristics. The change may occur in their color, texture, hardness, and mineral composition. Such rocks are called metamorphic rocks. The process of metamorphism takes hundreds of years. Marble, slate, gneiss are a few examples of such rocks. Limestone changes to marble, shale changes to slate, and granite to gneiss. Chief characteristics: metamorphic rocks are hard and take a long time in their formation. They are harder than the other rocks and have a high specific gravity. Rock cycle. Rocks also undergo a cycle of transformation. Molten magma cools down and solidifies to form igneous rocks. These are broken down, transported, and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. Both igneous and sedimentary rocks change to metamorphic rocks due to extreme heat and pressure. Extreme heating will lead to melting of rocks, forming new magma. This molten magma can again cool down and solidify into igneous rocks. The entire process is called the rock cycle. Usefulness of rocks and minerals. They are used in the construction of roads and buildings. They are a storehouse of fossil fuels like coal and petroleum. Chemicals found in certain rocks are raw materials for making fertilizers. Rock type of any area determines the soil and drainage pattern of the area.